Katy Perry rode a rocket into the sky for 11 minutes. It was there, she says, she found love, strength, and the feminine divine. Whatever that is, what she really found was beef. Beef from fans, beef from critics, heck, even beef from Wendy's fast food restaurants. Now Perry allegedly regrets the outer space publicity stunt, and it's time to explain for other celebrities exactly what went wrong.
What you're doing is you're like really finding the love for yourself because you got to trust in yourself on this journey.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another adventure in excellence here on the Pro Channel. Happy to have each and every one of you out there with us. If you are not yet subscribed, well, we're aiming to earn your subscription as we continue to fly upon our rocket ship towards 200,000 subscribers in our second year of existence. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a PSA. We are here to assist. We are here to help other celebrities know how they can avoid what has happened to Katy Perry, which is she is the laughing stock of the cosmos. And frankly, I feel a little sorry for her, but I'm going to explain what's going on. Folks, as we get ready to start today, I just want to wish everybody out there a happy Easter. If you are Christian and celebrating, hope you're having a very meaningful day, and hope the kids are enjoying the Easter eggs. I am enjoying and spending time with family as well, celebrating what a momentous day it is. All right, folks, out of Breitbart News, Katy Perry says, I really feel connected to that strong, divine, feminine, whatever that is. Here's the interview. Here's what she says, and then we'll explain why she regrets this big time.
It is the highest high, and it is surrender to the unknown, trust, and this whole journey is not just about going to space. It's the training, it's the team, it's the whole thing. I couldn't recommend this experience more. This is like up there with all the, different tools that I've learned in my life, from meditation to the Hoffman process. This is up there because what you're doing is you're like really finding the love for yourself because you got to trust in yourself on this journey. And then you're feeling.
She's acting like she hit the buttons and the knobs. Folks, I'm here to tell you, getting on the Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run ride at Disney World or Disneyland, you have more of an impact on what's going on with the attraction than she had. She sat there buckled in for an 11-minute ride that barely touched outer space for 2 seconds and came back down. Good grief.
Feeling the love when you come down, for sure. And you're feeling that strength. So I feel really connected to that strong, divine feminine right now.
By the way, you're such a badass.
All right. Yeah, she's BA. She's real BA, I tell you. All right. So that's Katy Perry right now, not having a good time. Why? Well, because Crave came out and said Katy Perry has returned from space. And Wendy's, folks. Listen, unless you're a French fry, it is a bad day to get burned by Wendy's. Wendy's says, can we send her back? And Wendy's picks up 60,000 likes on it. And this has turned into a big, big deal. Let me tell you, there is a lot of hoopla around this. Out of USA Today, Wendy's has had to clarify because their social media person apparently is just so spicy, like their ghost pepper sauce chicken nuggets. Yeah, I've got pun after pun for this. Jay Stahl over at USA Today says, Wendy's says it has respect for Katy Perry after salty tweet amid Blue Origin flight beef. Where's the beef? Well, it's between Wendy's and Katy Perry. Wendy's is attempting to end its beef with pop star Katy Perry after Backlash. The fast food chain, known for its salty fries and social media posts, walked back to its earlier shade aimed at the E.T. singer. And by the way, do you all know what E.T. is? Let's just give it up for this, okay? She's had some hits. She's in a lull. The space flight was supposed to fix it, but nobody knows Katy Perry for E.T. She's the fireworks girl. She's the I kissed a girl. That's what she is. E.T. That's like going to a concert for a band that was popular 3 decades ago, and they start playing only the songs from their newest album that's all about experimental harmonica, electronica music. No, you want the hits. You want the big stuff. Nobody knows her for E.T. Says, can we send her back after the star's appearance on a Blue Origin flight on April 14th? Okay, and then guess what? You folks, you know this. Wendy's got in trouble. Wendy's got in trubs The wokey wokes, they came out and said, no, you can't do that. She's a strong woman. She's a strong woman. How dare you? Well, how strong is she, folks? And I promise I'm going to hang with me. Katy Perry she's regretful. She's remorseful for this. And they say that all publicity is good publicity, right? Well, not in this case, and it's a lesson for celebrities. We'll get there in just a minute. Hang tight. Ahead of space flight, Katy Perry is reading Carl Sagan and channeling her feminine divine, which means it's a slogan. It's a slogan. It's a talking point. I don't know. Maybe if you're a Katy Perry fan, you can explain this to me. Is her album called Feminine Divine? Is this like her thing? You know, Lady Gaga calls her fans the little monsters. I don't know. Anyway, the Associated Press had this. And just to give you an idea of how much this was being pumped up as a publicity stunt, it says, by the way, Krista Fauria is the author. After a long day rehearsing for her upcoming world tour, Katy Perry decided to peruse a few books to help her unwind before bed. She says, I was listening to Cosmos by Carl Sagan and reading a book on string theory. Yeah, I bet Katy Perry's reading a book on string theory. Now, listen, I'm not trying to denigrate her intelligence. I would never question the IQ of Katy Perry. Jessica Simpson, maybe. Katy Perry, never, no, nada. But I gotta say, if it's anything deeper than Michio Kaku, I'm going to be shocked. And I also don't know how knowing string theory helps you with the 11-minute ride into space and back. Maybe she thought that her seatbelt was going to be made of strings, and therefore she would gain something from knowing about the strings. I don't know. She says, I've always been interested in astrophysics and interested in astronomy and astrology and the stars. Folks, may we please pause here? I need you to see this. I need you to see this. I need you to see what Katy Perry is saying so that you can understand what Katy Perry thinks in her mind. Katy Perry has said that she's into astrophysics. So, well, there's string theory, right? She loves quasars. She is all about the cosmic radiation theories. She's also interested in astronomy, but she's also interested in astrology. So Katy Perry, one might presume, thinks that astrophysics and astronomy are also related to astrology, which is the belief that the stars and their constellations will predict the future for you. Yeah, one of these things is not like the other. She says, we are all made of stardust and we all come from the stars. All right, okay. So she was pumping it up, right? And she wasn't the only one. She went up with Jeff Bezos' fiance, Lauren Sanchez, journalist Gayle King. They all went up there for some publicity. Okay. Now, why is Katy Perry regretful? And here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Out of Blast being hosted on Yahoo News, Katy Perry is reportedly regretting Blue Origin spaceflight as she struggles with the backlash. Now, again, this is a PSA YouTube video. I am here to save the day for other celebrities so that they don't have to go the same way as Katy Perry, so they don't have to be regretful. Before they get on Jeff Bezos' phallic symbol of the sky, right up to the line where he can say outer space, then bring you back down immediately. Meanwhile, SpaceX is over there actually saving astronauts from the International Space Station. We love Bezos, though. He's an interesting guy. I think he's the Lex Luthor of our time. But I'm going to save the celebrities. So, folks, if you're a celebrity, or if you'd like to help a celebrity, if you'd like to rescue a celebrity, listen in, I'm going to explain why this didn't go well. Before we do that, though, before we explain why it didn't go well, I just want you to see, it's not pro making this up. It's not, I'm not trying to bury Katy Perry. I would never do that because Martha Stewart is. And by golly, when Martha Stewart starts to dig it, you get out of her way. Martha Stewart takes a dig at astronaut, quote unquote, Katy Perry after Blue Origin flight, in case you spaced out. This is by Whitney Vasquez. It's out of the New York Post. And we won't go too deep into it other than to say that Martha Stewart, when Martha Stewart at 83, 84 years old? When Martha Stewart has the time to mock you, when she's like, I'm an octogenarian and I've got things to do and my life is precious. You know what? I'm going to mock Katy Perry today. When you've reached that level to get Martha Stewart to do so, Stewart took to social media on Friday, that was Good Friday, to essentially say, been there, done that, posting a throwback video of her time on a zero-gravity flight almost 2 decades ago where she experienced weightlessness. It says, in case you spaced out in 2007, Martha has always been ahead of her time. The Instagram caption read. Now, That's exactly right. What this rocket ship ride is it touches the absolute bare minimum to say outer space, and then it brings you down. And so Martha Stewart and her people are saying, we did this zero gravity thing. We called it an airplane ride. You did the same. You just rode on a phallic shaped rocket ship. Okay, but Katy Perry, to return to this, Katy Perry, she's struggling because she's regretting this. She's regretting it, okay? And this is sad because when she came back down, you heard her. She was bragging about she found love on this 11-minute historic ride, on par, by the way, with the Wright brothers. And listen, there is no doubt about that. I will fight you. I will fight you over whether or not this was as historic as the Wright brothers. Katy Perry. Katy Perry's regretting it now. And that's a sad thing. Let's read about it. It says an insider has now revealed that Katy Perry regrets the spectacle, including footage of her floating in microgravity while trying to share the set list for her upcoming Lifetimes tour. You see, Katy Perry was very worried about this. It was a harrowing experience where she was connecting with the divine feminine, whatever that is. It was so harrowing, and it required such training, and it was such a dangerous historic mission. Folks, I will fight you. This was up there with Lois and Clark. It was up there with Lois and Clark, not the Superman show. The real one. I'll fight you over it. It was that historic. Katy Perry was promoting her Lifetimes tour while floating around up there. That's what she was doing. She was Instagramming for the Instagram Nation. It says earlier this week, Blue Origin spaceflight took Katy Perry, Gail King, Lauren Sanchez, NASA aerospace engineer Aisha Bao, producer Carrie Ann Flynn, and activist Amanda Nguyen into space for a brief 11-minute journey. It's the activists that really need to go to space. I'll let that one sink in for a minute, folks. I'll just pause there on that one. While the mission was intended to be an uplifting milestone aimed to celebrate women's achievements in science and exploration, many have branded it tone-deaf and embarrassing. And this channel joins in that call. But I'm gonna help out the celebrities in just a minute because all publicity is good publicity, except in this case. Perry said this, it's not about singing my songs. It's about a collective energy in there. It's about us. It's about making space for future women and taking up space and belonging. Because just like how she mixes up astrology and astronomy, space as a concept of leaving Earth and space as a three-dimensional mass or area in which you inhabit, same thing, good enough for me. The singer emphasized that their journey was rooted in love and purpose, adding, and it's about this wonderful world that we see right out there and appreciating it. This is all for the benefit of Earth. She did it for Earth. She did it for Earth. Katy doesn't regret going into space, though, says the insider. It was life-changing while she was promoting her album. What she does regret is making a public spectacle out of it, which, by the way, was the entire reason for doing it. The insider revealed that the Roar hitmaker, what is this? We just did E.T., now it's Roar? Nobody knows this. She's the girl who dances with the sharks at the Super Bowl. That's what we know. The insider revealed that the Roar hitmaker feels uncomfortable about the in-flight moments that were later broadcast, including scenes where she floated in microgravity, held a daisy up to the camera as a symbolic tribute to her 4-year-old daughter, Daisy Dove Bloom, promoted her upcoming tour set list and saying, what a wonderful world, which I dare say, folks, when she sang, what a wonderful world, she not only put Louis Armstrong in his place, which was on Earth, but she also, I think, took away the spotlight, the pedestal, the soapbox that Neil Armstrong had once inhabited with his quote about one small step for man, one giant leap. You know what? No. When Katy Perry went up there with all women and sang, what a wonderful world, that was the crowning achievement of space quotables. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. But Katy Perry regrets it. She regrets it, folks. So why? Why does Katy Perry regret it? It was publicity. And she needs publicity. She needs PR. So why? Why would Katy Perry regret such a thing? Folks, I'm here to tell you, celebrities need to catch up with this. Celebrities are going to have to tangle with this. And that is that, yes, publicity is great. You need to be relevant. Katy Perry was losing relevancy. People now remember who Katy Perry is and that she exists and that she breathes. And, well, we're happy for that. But there's a second component now of being a celebrity that matters. And that is a result of the woke era in which we have been. Folks are looking for celebrities to be authentic now. That is what the folks out there want. They not only want their celebrities to, well, make waves, but they also want them to be people who are serious enough that you can take them seriously. Now, there are exceptions to this, right? If you are known for being a goofball, if you're an Instagrammer, if you're a social media star who you made it there by doing crazy things, okay, have at it, right? And there have been people like that in the past. Nobody expects Steve-O to go out there and do things that give you gravitas. But it's gotten to the point now where even Katy Perry, like, don't tell us you're an astronaut. Don't make a spectacle of it and just think that we're going to pay attention to you because you rode in a little rocket ship because you're rich. Now, I hope she had a great time, and I do feel sorry for her because this was such a fiasco, and she has had so many fiascos in her career in the last few years as she's tried to maintain relevancy. She's kind of doing the Madonna thing at this point, right? Madonna, it kind of gets, you just feel sad after a while because they're so desperate to be in that top spot, and you understand the desperation. You understand the competitive drive that undergirds this. Celebrities, here's the deal. Don't claim achievements if it is obvious they're not real. You cannot virtue signal anymore. The woke era destroyed this. And also, if you're going to do things that you believe merit people celebrating what you're doing, they need to be meritorious. I know you're not used to that sort of thing. I know people do the things for you and then you take the credit for it. But right now, it turns out that the folks are paying close attention and they want you to actually do good things, and then they'll celebrate you doing those good things. That is the current case in Hollywood. That is the current case with social media. And why? Because so many of you blowhards out there have been blowing so hard about what all you're doing, and when we actually examine it, you're not doing jack diddly doo-doo squat. So that's not too hot. And folks are tired of it because folks out there are trying to make the world a better place, and so should you. And if you're out there making the world a better place, people will put you in the appropriate place, which is up on the pedestal which you wish to have. Don't be a Katy Perry. Don't get in a beef with fast food restaurants mocking you because you got the award trophy for participation. And the participation was based on, well, you're rich. Jeff Bezos also, got to say to you, buddy, you're losing out on the battle against Elon Musk. I know Musk has had a tough time with that electric car company and the way those wackadoodles are treating him. But this whole thing about going up just to the edge of space and bringing them down, Bezos, that's not enough. You got to do something else. The publicity here is no good. It's no bueno. And I don't know if it's rings of power bad yet, but well, it could get there. So fix it. Set them a little higher. And with some of them, no, bring them back. I was going to make a joke. No, bring them back. I will not be Wendy's today. Although I do recommend Wendy's. The chili's fantastic. All right, folks. We hope you're having a wonderful Easter out there. Thank you for joining us today. We hope that we edified your life with this video. We hope that we went places that no other YouTube host has gone before, and actually breaking down why this all broke down for Katy Perry. It's not just as simple as a mock fest. Others will do that. We don't want to. We want to explain what's going on, and that is celebrities. On a serious note, authenticity. You need it. It will take you places. It's the reason that Jenna Ortega has been successful. Rachel Zegler has not. Authenticity. Pay attention to that. Folks, help us to send this authenticity all over the world. Put us on a rocket ship to the moon and back by clicking the like button. Share, subscribe, click it, stick it to the algorithms. It is the notification bell. Drop a comment down below and let us know your thoughts. Folks, happy Easter again. Get out there and spend time with your family. And folks, if you are a person who celebrates Judaism, we want to say also that we hope you had a very meaningful Passover. Until the next time we have the honor and the joy of spending time with you, keep learning, keep growing, and keep having fun.
No, hey Florent, what you doing? Thinking about Rome?
No, I wasn't. But thanks. Now I lost the game.
Dang it. Now I lost the game. Oh, no. Well, now you're a double loser.
Hey guys, you know what would help you in your grief? Forgetting those things and filling your mind with articles from thatparkplace.com and using that website as a launching pad to get you lost in thought with all of the team from there.
Yeah, that's actually a good idea.
Yeah. Oh, well, Flora, would you look down here?
I hate you.